All right, here we go. One video left on the day. Starting to get through things. Had to do a few takes on that first video. If you guys watched the Attention Star S2 video, I had to do the outro 3 times. My device was running out of storage and I had to go and delete everything. So I've been here a while. I'm ready to shoot this one because this is the one I'm most excited to bring you. I don't want to call it the best for last, but I think this video is going to surprise a lot of people, not necessarily in just the ball reaction and watching it go down the lane, but in my excitement for throwing it. I think this is the least hyped out of the 3 bowling balls that were just released in terms of the S2, the Origin, and the Road Warrior, which is what we're going to be doing today. I've been super impressed with the Road Warrior. I love it. In terms of what I've always mentioned, predictability and reliability, this ball does exactly what it's supposed to do. When I pull it out of my bag and I need it to do, which we'll get into as I throw shots, what I really need it to do, it does it better than anything I got. They put the R2SD Pearl on it. I'm super excited. Haven't touched the cover. Today we're going to be comparing it to the other most recent symmetric Pearl in the Storm line. That would be the Phaze AI. Okay, you're going to see they're pretty different. Okay, this R2SD Pearl cover is going to be very noticeable. So I don't want to keep going. Let's hit the lanes. I'll talk like I do a little bit during the shots, and then we'll wrap things up and I'll let you know what we were looking at. All right, let's go check it out. All right, I'm super excited because I really don't know what this is going to do on these lanes because there is a little bit more oil than usual. I haven't broken them down a ton. I'm going to go ahead and stand where I stood with the Origin. I'm just going to throw a shot and then we'll discuss it on the next one. Let you know what I'm looking for. Yep. All right, perfect. Okay, so that was obviously too far left. So move a little bit left, move a little bit right here. Keep that speed up, stay aggressive. 1.5 right here. Oh, here it comes. Whew, ball don't stop. All right, so that one read a little early, so we'll split the difference. Let's go like a half here. Stay aggressive. This clean cover really helps it out. That's in the oil. Doesn't matter. God, this ball's good. If you tune into any of my live streams on TikTok and watch me bowl league, you know the last 2 weeks when I can get to this ball, I'm so excited. I love throwing this ball. Here it comes. Oh boy, that saw friction and went left. But we're leaving that in because we want that. I'll explain why. All right, last shot was a lot of user error. Let's move the eyes in here. Let's see what we got. There it is. Whoa, okay. Lanes are drying up. Time to move left and show you what this ball is meant for. All right, we're making our jump here. Nice 3 or 4 board move. Zone change, eyes in. Let's see if this ball does what it's meant to do. Handle the burn. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep it going. We're going to keep increasing the axis rotation too. Another 2 left. Let's see if this ball can handle it. Here it comes. What do you think? Did it handle it? All right, I usually end on a shot like that. Because how do you not, right? But that was almost, that's as good as you're going to get right there. Well, let's keep it going. Another board left here. All right, probably too much oil. Let's throw one more. All right, let's try that one more time. Bang. Oh no! I got to end on a strike here, so let's try one more. That one looks good. There we go. All right, I almost don't even want to throw the Phaze AI because of how good that looked. I'm afraid, but I got trust in this ball. Got two of these bad boys, so they got to be good, right? Ah, stronger, smoother reaction. All right, same spot, not going to move. Just going to close my shoulders up a little here. There we go. Oh! Oh! All right, yeah, we can see that one's earlier and smoother, right? Let's do one more. All right, you guys can maybe hear them on the radio. There it is. Bang. Let's wrap it up. All right, so I know I like to usually end with the new ball, but I think we saw enough of it. That's Stone 8. Shots as we got further left. I just kind of want to explain what we were looking at for those that might not quite understand where a ball like this would fit into your arsenal. So first of all, R2S Deep, extremely clean cover. That was the cover that was on the Absolute series. So the original Absolute was a hybrid, Absolute Power was a solid. This isn't an Absolute, but it is the R2S Pearl Deep version of that cover. Sorry, Deep Pearl version of that cover. Okay, so if you were a fan of those and how clean those were and how well those got down the lane and through friction for what they were, you're gonna love this. Second thing, this has a much higher RG and much higher RG and a lower diff. I was saying that correctly. I always have to, which means the ball's not gonna rotate a ton off of your hand, so the higher RG gets it down the lane, and then the lower diff is supposed to make it so it doesn't really jackknife. Now here's the thing. When you have such a clean cover and such a high RG, a really high diff can make the ball extremely erratic because it's not going to be using up all that energy in the front part of the lane. So I think what makes this ball so great is it being part of the Road Series with that higher RG and that lower diff. What it does is it's not the biggest ball in your bag. It's not going to be the biggest hooking ball in your bag, even though it kind of looked like it, right? It kind of got left. The ball went swing, it went dead left. The trick for having a ball do that that's not at a super high price point or performance level is just where it's going to use up its energy, right? So all that energy, you have bigger bowling balls like Gems, Ion Maxes, they tend to disperse that energy more evenly over the lane because they're going to use it a lot sooner. A ball like this is going to have a lot smaller of an engine, a lot smaller of a core, but what makes it special is that it doesn't use a lot of it in the front part of the lane. It saves a lot of that energy for down the lane. Now, why is that important? Well, because we have things called front to back, and we have things called front to back. We have lane transition and lane play that's front to back, not left to right. So a lot of you are used to moving left or right, depending on what your ball reaction is. But what a lot of you don't understand is the ball could be hooking sooner or later. And a ball like this is great for front to back transition, simply because usually, I don't know how science works for some of you guys, but the more you throw a ball at one part of the lane, it's going to pick the oil up off the front of the lane and transition it down lane. And well, why is that important? Because you don't want the ball to read early and then lose all that power down lane where all the oil is. So you need a ball that's not going to burn up in the front, save all that energy for when there is oil down lane, and still have the ability to pop, and that's what this ball is great at. I just can't say it enough, okay? You saw how great it was the further left I got. It looked like the strongest ball in my bag when in reality it was probably just the correct ball to be throwing. And that's what's important. Anyway, thank you guys as always for everything. I gotta go get my keys from the shop. No, you're good. You don't have to lock up.
All right.
My stuff's in there.
So everything's good.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a good Thanksgiving if I don't see you.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I don't know when this is coming out. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving if it comes out after. Anyway, listen, I'm super impressed with all three of these releases. They kind of one into the next. S2 is one of those balls that's going to be great on the fresh, keeping your angles a little bit more shut down. As you have to start to open them up a little bit, the shinier Origin, you can bring that surface down like I did a little bit to help make it a little bit more predictable. That's kind of that middle ball, and then when the lanes really start to toast up, if you lose that oil in the front part of the lane, the Road Warrior is where you want to be. Thank you guys as always for all the support. I say it in every video. I'm still astonished, even though I say it every time. I never thought we'd be here. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And all right, so got cut off there at the end of my last outro. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I just want to thank everybody for the support. I'm sorry I'm not posting as much as I should be, but my sponsors, like I said before, Storm, all of my subscribers here on TikTok, everywhere. Thank you guys for always reaching out to me, messaging me, leaving comments, just appreciating my input and trusting me with your information, okay? So, like I said, Storm Bowling, this has been a Scott Anderson Bowling production. This is an actual Storm bowling ball, so we can go with the hashtag Storm Nation, baby. And as always, bowl up a storm.